Let me guess. You're on a cold call. You've introduced yourself, and the prospect says, just send me some information. Just send me some information. How many times have you heard this? Rookie sales reps, do not fall for this trap. And don't think that that means there's interest, because it does not. So what's the prospect really saying?
I don't want to talk to you right now.
But desperate sales reps, they hang up, send over a brochure or a link, and then wonder why they never hear back. And the chase begins. You call, you email, and crickets, nothing. Today I'm going to show you how to turn this brush off into a real conversation. By the end of this video, you'll have a word-for-word response that you can use when you hear, just send me some information. Before we dive in, if you're new here, I'm Christine Harrington, the Savvy Sales Lady. I help sales professionals master cold outreach through calls and emails to help you have better conversations that actually close deals. If you find value in this video, would you just go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe and share it? I've got more objection handling strategies coming your way. Now, let's break this down. When someone says, send me some information, it usually means one of three things. They're brushing you off politely. They don't see the value yet. They don't want to commit to a conversation. One of those three. And here's the kicker. If you just send information, right? You just email them the information, you're giving away all your control. You're putting the ball in their court, and most of that time, the ball usually gets dropped. So instead, we reframe the objection and keep the conversation alive. Now, first, let's go over what not to do. Prospect, send me some information. Sales rep, sure, what's your email? And then the prospect says, thanks, and hangs up. The conversation dies. You've just lost your shot. That's what 90% of reps do. And that's why they fail. You're not a walking PDF machine. You're a trusted advisor. Big difference. So how should you respond? Here's a script you can use. And by the way, I have all of this for you in a downloadable PDF. It's nothing fancy. It's just meant to be printed easily and used as a resource. The link is in the first comment and description area below. So when the prospect says, send me more information, here's what you're going to say. I'd be happy to, real quick, I'd like to ask a quick question to make sure I send the right kind of information. Now, watch what happens. Most prospects will say, sure. That one question reopens the door. Let me say it again. I'd be happy to, real quick. I'd like to ask a quick question to make sure I send the right kind of information. From here, you're asking a qualifying question. What are you currently using for blank? Or what's the biggest challenge you're trying to solve? Or when you say information, are you looking for case studies, pricing, or something else? See what you're doing? You're shifting the conversation back to discovery instead of letting them escape. Now, here's the most important part. You just don't agree to send information and hang up. You set the next step. Here's how it works. I'll send over a short overview, but since emails get buried, Let's put 15 minutes on the calendar so we can walk through it together. Does Thursday morning or would Friday afternoon be better? Notice I didn't say, can I call you back? That's weak. I give them 2 specific times. That keeps you in control. Now, they can still push back, right? And you can say, no problem. I'll send the information and I'll plan to give you a quick call next week to make sure it actually hits your inbox. Either way, you're leading the process, not letting the prospect lead you. Let me give you a real world example from one of my clients. She was selling financial services, and almost every prospect said, just send me some information. Before working with me, she would send a long, boring email and never got a reply. After we practiced this response, she started saying, I'd be glad to. Just so I send the right information, can I ask, what's your biggest concern when it comes to your company's expenses? That one question turned a dead end into a 20-minute conversation. And she booked 3 appointments in the same week just from handling this one objection differently. It does work, but keep in mind, it doesn't work every time. Send me some information is not a rejection. It's an opportunity. Don't be the salesperson who hangs up and hopes an email does the work for them, because it never does. Be the salesperson who asks smart questions, qualifies the prospect, and secures the next step. Now download the PDF and practice it for your next call. When you hear, and you will again, send me more information, you'll know exactly what to say. But if you need deeper help, book a Sales Lifeline coaching session and I'll help you craft messages, emails, voicemails, and cold calling scripts that I'm sure are far better than what your company gives you. I know they are. My scripts and emails work. Now, I'm sure we haven't solved all your problems, so I'll see you on the next video, and stay savvy.